Y'all, it just happened. The final death nail, the final blow to the Democratic Party just happened. The leftists have taken over. It is now going to be a downward spiral, and you are set to benefit. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing. Watch this entire video. I will try to keep it brief. You need to see what CNN just dropped on Harry Enton's show. Okay, let's get into this. I'm not going to bury the lead on you because I need just you to see all of this. Please send this out. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. If you agree with this video, if you agree with the mission of this channel of saving the country, if you like seeing what lefties are going to do before they do it, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. This is too important to let it go by the wayside. All right, you can follow me on X at Braden LOA. Let's get right into this. I'm about to show you the thing that I've been ringing the bell for the Democrats on for a long time. They're not going to listen to me. I'm on the right. I'm on the conservative side. I'm on the, oh my God, the 2A advocate. I'm on the conservative America first, MAGA, all that. Oh my God, it's terrible. I know. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. It just turns out that everything I've been saying with you guys in our conversations is now showing up on CNN's Harry Enton. The far left, the parasite, has taken over the host, and they're going to suffer because of it. All right. By the way, I benefit and you benefit when they suffer for this, so it's their own making. Let's get it. Watch this. I'm about to show you how CNN just announced to its entire viewer base that the 58% of the population thinks that the Democratic Party is too liberal, and they're only growing more so. Watch this. Please send this out.
That Democratic primary in the 11th district in New Jersey speak to a larger point within the Democratic Party, and that is that the far left is significantly more powerful than they once were. This sort of gives the game away here. Democrats who identify as very liberal or conservative. You know, there used to be a lot of conservative Democrats, right? Back in 1999, 26% of Democrats self-identified as conservative. Just 5% said that they were very liberal. It was a smidgen, a smidgen, a smidgen. Now that far left has gained considerably in power. Look at this. Now we're talking about a fifth of Democrats. 21% say they're very liberal. That conservative part of the Democratic Party, adios amigos, goodbye, just 8%. And when you combine the 21% who are very liberal with those who say that they're somewhat liberal, we're talking about 3 in 5 Democrats who identify as either somewhat liberal or very liberal, with the very liberals a much larger portion of the party. The far left, which used to just be a smidgen within the Democratic Party, has gained considerable power, as you saw in New Jersey's 11th district.
All right. I'm going to say two things really quickly. And the first thing I'm going to say is this is exactly what we've been talking about. This is the past 30 years. They have gone far left. The far left has taken over the Democratic Party, and they're going to suffer electorally because the reapportionment right here is an early reflection of these last several decades. Everyone's leaving the left. Everyone is. All the states are getting power in the right, and they're losing in the left. This is going to be a death spiral. They are done. They may win individual elections going forward. They may win the House. They may win the occasional Senate seat. They are done. I am putting a stamp on it right now because they've now officially started a doom spiral that they won't be able to recover from unless they eject the socialist left-wing progressives out of the Democrat Party, which is not going to happen because they've taken over. All right, now the next part. Gun advocates, 2A community, gun right organizations. I've told you guys in private and public conversations, and please send this out to them, multiple times, that everything that they were doing in the gun world, in the gun control push, was going to translate directly into the overall politic general. What you're seeing right now is exactly what they did in the gun world when they consolidated all power around gun control pushes, and there is now no longer a single Democrat that does any type of gun rights, and they're all for gun control. This is literally mirroring exactly what they did over the last 15 years in the gun rights, gun control space, now politic general. They've mixed in a little bit of economic populism, a little bit of socialism, and all the control. And now they've got where we are right now. The warriors that are going to defend this are the ones who have been fighting this for the last 10 to 15 years. Get off the sidelines, get involved. Okay, here we go. That was my message to them. Let's keep on trucking with this segment because it only gets better. Watch this whole thing, please. I'm trying to do this quickly.
About democratic socialists, like the likes of, you've got Bernie Sanders and or Zoran Mandani here in New York City. Where does that line up?
Okay, so on a separate question where you essentially, CNN asked this last year, which was, okay, Democrats who think of themselves as democratic socialists, among all Democrats, including those independents who lean towards the Democratic Party, look at this. We're talking about a third of all Democrats who identify as democratic socialists. Bernie Sanders and Zohran Mamdani are not alone. They are a considerable part of the Democratic base at this point. And more than that, if you look at Democrats under the age of 35, they are nearly half of the Democratic Party. Look at this. 42% of Democrats think of themselves as democratic socialists under the age of 35, just like Zohran Mamdani. That, what happened in New York City, is not some aberration, right? It is not something that just happened in New York City. It is something that we are seeing grow within the Democratic Party at this particular point when we're talking about 42% of Democrats under the age of 35 identifying as democratic socialists and a third of all Democrats. My goodness gracious.
So if the...
Okay. And this next part's the most important part. If you're still here, I appreciate it. That like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on because the battle lines have officially been drawn. It is on. This next segment is going to be where you start winning. The death knell starts now. Okay, if you are looking at a position in the Democrat Party where almost 50% of your sub-35 demo is a socialist, and 33% of all Democrats are socialist, how are you going to get people to stay in your different states when you're taking everything from them underneath socialist design? Because believe it or not, it's failed every single time it's been tried. In fact, it led to 100 million dead, and everyone knows it. That's why people are leaving, and they're getting -7 on the blue side of the aisle in 2030, and plus 7 on the red side of the aisle in 2030. And that's just in the Electoral College. That's not even that's before you talk about House reapportionment seats. Y'all, you're about to begin a golden age of conservatism because the far left has gone crazy psycho left. Okay? Let's keep on trucking. I'm going to be here the whole time walking with you. All right. Watch. This is the payoff. Watch this. Please hear me. Check this out.
Ideology of the Democratic Party is shifting or changing. How are people feeling about it?
Okay, so we're talking about the Democratic base, right? But what about all Americans, right? How about all voters? Voters who say the Democrats are now too liberal. Look at this percentage. It was 42% in 96, 48% in 2013, now 58% in 2025 of all voters say that the Democratic Party is too liberal. The Democrats are moving to the left, the far left is gaining power, and there could be some electoral repercussions because what we see right now is voters, the clear majority, say that they are too liberal.
This is real.
58% of the population. Come here. Please, this is going to be in our shorts. We're going to send this everywhere. This is going to be a big one, and I need you to amplify it. 58% of the American population, not Democrats, not Republicans, 58% of the American population thinks that the Democrat Party is too liberal. Meanwhile, 33% of them are socialist, and 45% of them under the age of 35 are socialist. You cannot have a dramatic push to the left and progressive push and socialist push and then still maintain any type of semblance of moderation for the middle or the moderate Democrats. If you've lost 58% of the population thinking that your brand is too liberal, you are never going to have power until that is corrected. Because the American population is not socialist. The American population is actually right in the middle. They're not far to the right. They're not far to the left. The majority of the American population is right in the middle with little ticks right and left depending on issue. If you go far left progressive wacko socialist and your entire party is comprised of them because everyone else left, the purification into socialism and progressivism is your cancer. And it's only a matter of time until we relegate you to the dustbin of history. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. See you later.